YouTube, what's going on, y'all? It's Pick Saber here, and welcome to another video. Really quickly, before I get into today's video topic, I want to remind you, if you're new here, go check out my introductory video where I go into detail about what type of content to expect on the channel. So today we are discussing Eastern Michigan. Chris Creighton is arguably the most underrated coach in the MAC. In this season, he has a veteran-laden roster. Creighton's squad sits at 24th nationally in returning production, the only MAC team within the top 70. They returned 12 starters, which is the most in the conference. Eastern Michigan also has stability at the quarterback position. Fifth-year senior Noah Kim is returning for the 2026 season. Kim is one of the most experienced signal callers in the MAC. The wide receiver room has plenty of continuity and veteran experience. Devereaux, Prosper, Floyd, and Mack all return. After a breakout performance last season, Devereaux established himself as the team's primary deep threat and yardage leader. Benson Prosper is also a reliable target who provides consistent production. He's part of the core group that has significant time logged in the Eagles system. Antonio Floyd is a junior who brings additional size and experience to the outside, giving Noah Kim a trusted option in intermediate passing windows. And lastly, Harold Mack, who I believe is a player to watch for a breakout 2026, as he demonstrated massive potential last season, including a standout 179-yard game against Miami, Ohio. But it's almost impossible to discuss the receiving production at EMU without highlighting Joshua Long. Long is arguably one of the most important components of the passing game, leading the team in receptions last season. He serves as a massive safety valve for Kim and is frequently used to exploit the middle of the field. So Noah Kim is entering his second year in this system with all his top targets returning. That level of familiarity at the quarterback and wide receiver positions is a massive advantage in the MAC, where quarterback play can often be inconsistent, to say the least. Not to mention, Kim led the MAC in passing last season, throwing for 2,817 yards, averaging roughly 235 yards per game. Now, the offensive line is definitely undergoing a significant transformation, with 7 blockers leaving the program via the transfer portal. However, the coaching staff has effectively used the transfer portal to restock the offensive line with some experienced depth, including Tyler Brumfield, an Oklahoma State transfer, Cole Dellinger, a Michigan State transfer, Tyler McMillan, an Illinois transfer, Elijah Payne, a Delaware State transfer, and Guzzy Cade, a St. Francis transfer. The blocking unit last season was exceptionally efficient at protecting the quarterback, so this new group of transfers is tasked with upholding that standard from last year. The departure of Dante McMillan, who shouldered the load with over 1,000 rushing yards last season, leaves a void in terms of pure volume. However, the coaching staff has brought in 2 significant transfers who are expected to drive the efficiency of the ground attack. EMU went into the transfer portal and grabbed Braden Bennett from Virginia Tech. Bennett played alongside Noah Kim at Coastal Carolina, so there's definitely some familiarity there. The Eagles also added Malachi James from Syracuse, who was brought in to provide playmaking ability and add depth to the running back room. The defense is led by co-defensive coordinators Tate Omley and Casey Teagarden. Teagarden, who also coaches defensive ends, has been a central figure in the program's recent defensive efforts, with the staff collectively pushing for more consistency in the front 7. There also seems to be a primary focus from the staff on improving the run defense, and rightfully so, as the EMU finished as the worst run-defended team in the MAC last season, allowing 232.1 yards per game on the ground. To address this, the coaching staff has made some strategic personnel upgrades in the trenches. Recognizing that the defensive line was the primary point of failure, EMU utilized the transfer portal to inject immediate size and experience. These additions are intended to bolster depth and provide a more physical presence at the point of attack. By keeping veteran pieces like Carter Evans and Jefferson Adam, the staff is counting on a combination of continuity and new rotational depth to stay fresher throughout 4 quarters, which was a recurring issue last season. The coaching staff is also leaning on the stability of their linebacker room to clean up the gaps that the defensive line fails to contain. The return of Zach Malchin from injury is significant as it restores one of the unit's more versatile pieces, and with the team's leading tackler Barry Manning back in the fold, the coaching staff has a reliable field general who can adjust run fits in real time. Also, the promotion of Sean Duggan to a full-time linebacker coach is a deliberate move to refine the group's technique and discipline. The Eastern Michigan secondary stands out as the most established and reliable unit on this defense, in my opinion. While the defensive front is undergoing a period of transition and portal-based reinforcement, the secondary returns a wealth of experience, giving the team a strong backbone against the pass. This secondary group is led by Bryce Llewellyn, an all-MAC performer who provides high-level stability at the safety position. His return is critical as his experience and field awareness was a key component to the secondary's success last season. The schedule for 2026 starts with home field opportunities, beginning with their opener against Sacramento State. Establishing momentum early will be essential for reaching the 6-win mark required to clear the total. Given the depth of the back seven on defense and the familiarity of the passing game, this Eastern Michigan team should be well positioned to contend for a bowl game. EMU features a quarterback executing a system he already knows by heart with help from his top targets. This level of offensive stability is rare for a group of six program in the modern chess reporter era of college football. With the win total set at 5.5, odds makers are pricing Eastern Michigan based on their recent record rather than their underlying metric profile. Thanks to a gap in returning production between EMU and the rest of the MAC, an improved offense, and a favorable schedule, the Eagles possess a high floor this upcoming season, which is why I played the over 5.5 wins at -150, as my projections have EMU at 6.51 wins, providing a full win of value. So if you enjoyed the video, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, as I will be bringing many more videos just like this leading up to the regular season. But until then, I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Pick Saban, clocking out.